Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg. I am going to go over the cryptocurrency market, including Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, because it made moves, pretty big moves yesterday on Friday. So I wanted to review that. And this is one of the reasons why right here, guys, you want to pay attention to Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, because that was from wick to wick was a 25% move. So is it finished right there? The signals are that it's definitely bottom there, but whether this is a counter trend to swing back down, um, that's what we have to wait and see what's going to play out, guys. So with Bitcoin, it's going to be. I'll go over that in just a second. With Bitcoin, it looks like it's more going to be more of a counter trend move, but I think this is a good signal. This is a weekly chart on GBTC, just because the strength behind this counter trend move. Telling you, there's probably some bullishness behind it. Okay, so as an example, what I'm saying is like, if you have a move that goes down, this is obviously right here. If you look into Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, this is obviously a bullish trend, even though it's in a correction and people are getting scared and bored out of the market because things are trending down and kind of grinding down. But on a counter trend move, typically if you have swings high like that up on a counter trend and aggressive, usually means there's bullishness behind it. Also means too that your swing down doesn't go as low, giving you more of a bullish signal too in that situation. That could be happening with GBTC. So in this scenario, I would just wait. It did stop right there at the 9-period moving average, 121. And if it's going to swing back around, probably the lowest it's going to go is somewhere right around that 40, guys, if it does swing back down. If it's finished, we will see. We will see. I'm still skeptical, if you will, if it's finished right there, but it could be. If it's not, you have a swing kind of probably like this, and that took 60 days. And if it's not finished, you could have a swing like that and then another 60-day swing, as an example, with GBTC. But either way, right now, on the weekly and monthly charts, you're looking at an asset that is bullish, and it just happens to be in a correction. There are targets down there to this daily fair value gap that I have right there, and there's also targets down to that fair value gap that's down there. This is actually a demand zone. This is the fair value gap down here, guys. It's pink. But the thing is that Bitcoin, let's go over to Bitcoin now. Bitcoin wasn't quite as strong, which is kind of interesting. GBTC was a little bit stronger, but it was stronger in its move. Bitcoin went up 100% and GBTC went up 134%. But you can see here on the weekly chart with Bitcoin, and I do have a bunch of fair value gaps and demand zones all over the chart. So sorry for being messy, but it could be the same thing. Could be a counter trend just to swing back down. I know a lot of people in the crypto market are getting excited, but this is a time to take a look at your alts. I'll go over some of them, the ones that I'm looking at that are strong. Now, I know it's out there in the narrative that these altcoins are all going to zero while Bitcoin goes up 50%. What is it? What are we looking at here? Almost at 50%. And Bitcoin is, if it goes up to say 50%, maybe 55%, that's definitely bullish on that market cap, that BTC dominance chart, guys. That's definitely bullish. And it doesn't look like it wants to ease off anytime soon. The only thing is you do have a topping pattern going up in here. You see the volume decline. If you want to look at that, the RSI momentum indicator says topping pattern is going up in there. But if this is going to continue to trend up, those guys are right. Most of the alts, like 85, 90% of them are going to get smoked hard. So you want to be careful which ones you pick. Okay. And you also want to be careful which ones you pick. And not only that, too, you may have to exit quick. You may have to exit on those alts. Go, wait, that one didn't work out. So one of the reasons why I say that, looking at altcoins right now, I made a video. I'll go over this. I used an example of GALA. Okay. So let me go over GALA with you guys real quick. Let me find GALA here in my list. Make sure I'm on the right GALA chart here that I need to use for you guys on the GALA. I think it's this one. Okay, so GALA actually looks really, really good. I know people get bearish. People start getting on me. Oh, what do you do with GALA, Greg? It's all going to zero type stuff. Once again, just like over here is over here, and it's being over here. And hey, look, I'll take full responsibility that I never expected GALA to be in a trend that was going to take this long. But I do know this. You got a nice wave pattern here, and it's going to go over here, and there'll be another one over there. How aggressive, how fast that's going to move, or how high is that going to go? It remains to be seen. It could be a C wave. It could be a third wave. We don't know yet. We don't have any idea yet, but that could be done. But I do think that 18.018 cents is more than likely a local bottom or bottom for GALA. And if you buy GALA as an example right now, if you're buying GALA at say 1 cent, so I'll put a mark right here at this 1 cent mark right here, and then somebody buys it at 3 cents. Okay, and as example, up here, I'm just using this as example. I'm not saying it's going to 50 cents. Let's say up here at 50 cents. Okay. So you can see somebody who buys it at 3 cents and it goes to 50 cents, they get 15x. Okay. More or less. Just say 1,500%. Somebody who buys it at 1 cent, you can see the massive difference. So right now, if they did one entered at 1 cent, the other one entered at 3 cents. The difference is between 1,500% and 2,500%. So massive difference, guys. So on the altcoins that are going to be able to perform over the long run, I think a strategy is to have ones that you like, you're bullish on, and have good setups. Just because you think it's bullish, I could think something is bullish. It might not be bullish. That's just part of the game. But if it's in this area, the lower your cost is on buying that asset, the much better higher gains that you get. So that's how I want to put that. Now also too, let me just go over some quick assets with you guys. I'm going to just make this short and sweet, a little bit shorter this time. The price area I'm looking for Bitcoin to get to actually look at anything that's bullish, guys, the reality of it with Bitcoin is it needs to break 28.6 and it needs to head up to 29.3. And then you could talk maybe that trend is over. And it could be. We don't know yet, guys. You just have to wait and see. So let me go over some coins I was looking at that I thought were pretty good. The Crust Network is one I keep letting you guys know about, has good signals. I know the chart overall coming out in September 20 had a run to April 21. It's been a correction all the way into December 22, November 22, and it's in this area. So that's all questionable, but it does have a nice move and it's down in this area. Give you pretty good signals. That's probably a local bottom for Crust Network, guys, for a move over there. Kind of like GALA, guys. You see a setup. Crust Shadow is the one I'm in, more degenerate, so be careful. You can only get on Uniswap last time I checked, but same thing, and a nice correction could be in a local bottom area for Crust Shadow, guys. So I don't see, the risk, let's just even say it drops to there, a 30% drop for potential move like that, guys. So that's how I see that Colt. Let me see, Dogecoin, EOS, Ethereum. Ethereum is actually very strong, still hanging out above that 200 moving average, simple moving average on the weekly chart. It hasn't come down and touched that 40. So this is going to be interesting with Ethereum because I think this is the trend. Obviously here's a trend right here, 3-wave move. Is it going to do a counter trend? How high is it going to go? The higher it goes, the more bullish you'll realize it is. And maybe it could do something like that, guys. You have to be aware of that. The correction can extend. I don't think it will be necessarily anything wrong with Ethereum, if you will. I think it'd still be absolutely bullish. It'd just be in a correction longer than expected and really, really wear people out, okay, in the markets, especially with traditional financial markets doing their shot all the way up. But at some point, they will be doing a correction. Phantom, I looked at Phantom here too. It came down to you could see a weekly fair value gap. It came down that and it filled it. Could have been a bottom right there on Phantom. This one right here, I see a lot of people think that this is a 3-wave move, and it does look 3-wave-ish. But if you investigate it and take a look at Phantom close, okay, you have to use your RSI, just not make assumptions. Let me put my RSI on here, guys. My indicators, favorite, RSI, relative strength index. You can see on the daily chart here, this wave, and then you have a third wave peak, and then a fifth wave, extended fifth wave right there for your 5-wave move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now, what is it going to be doing over in this section? Is it it's either a third wave or a C wave. Let's take a look at the retrace, see what it did. 786 retrace. So 786 is more, it could be a B wave. B wave does hit anywhere from 50%. Actually, 382 all the way down to 886 is a B wave target. But from 50% to 786 and 886 is a second wave target. So you can see why the difference between a B wave and its potential third wave going into a third wave or a second wave correction is, you know, you can't know until it starts moving out of there, guys, and you see the wave. But, you know, it does look very second wave-ish to me. So the only thing that I would have a problem with is maybe the time on the time that it took. But second waves can take a long time too, guys. I showed example of that on Veracity. I showed example of that on Bitcoin in 2015. So never just make the assumption that because the time took so long that it's not a second wave. Right here on Bitcoin. You can see down here starting in January 2015, up in a wave, 3-wave, 3-wave, 5. That right section right here is your flat move right there. So this coin, this is generative AI. This is a coin I'm looking at. This is one of the few coins that I have that's under $1 million market cap. Under $1 million market cap, you know, during a bull run, 100 million. You know what that means? 100x potential right there. Went over GALA briefly. GLQ. I was doing GLQ, same thing right here. A nice 5-wave sequence, a long drawn out correction since February 23, bring it all the way down. That's an 83% correction or 84%. It's hanging out in that area in a demand zone, went up into a wave potentially. It's a 3-wave swing to get out of there. Don't know yet, but I'm accumulating that right there, right in this area. And if it goes down even more, I'll accumulate a little bit more of it, guys. So you have a potential just on a C wave swing for this asset is really, really high, really good. So just from there to there, you're looking at 6x. Hits that day resistance is 10x. Anything above there where it breaks that area, then it could be off to the races, and you're looking at pretty massive gains, guys. So that's what I'm looking at. Heartcoin. I was looking at this on a weekly chart. Look at the weekly chart, and all you got to do. Heartcoin is not going to do 10x in my opinion, at least not in this wave run. I mean, it could surprise me, but it filled that fair value gap, came down, busted it. You can see here in the Heartcoin with a nice wave in this section over here. Could be a wave 1 and a 3-wave over here, but it hasn't touched that 40-period moving average, guys. So that looks really, really good for a continuation of a move over there. Next target is like this section over here, guys. So look up there, hit your head right there for 2x. Now, I'll be straight with you on this coin right here. Once I think there's substantial gains on this coin, like say 3 to 5x area, I will exit out of this one. I'm going to exit out of this one more than likely and go into something I think is stronger and better and has more potential upside. Just to let you guys know ahead of time. Unlike other YouTubers, man, they're not going to let you know and just dump on your heads, right? Let's see. Some people might be exiting out right now. Well, a lot of people are probably exiting out. They think everything's bearish, but I think they're making a mistake. This one came down, broke that area low, you know, which is questionable for ISP token. But the potential move right here, getting past this area right here. So this, on this coin right here, okay, let me put a, make it blue like that. So once it gets past this area, you got to move right there, guys, potentially, but it could take months and then a move just like that. So 5 or 6x. Still working on seeing if Caspa coin's in a corrective bounce. Don't think so. How long did this move take? I was in there for 63 days. If this is the wave that is correcting, that's probably enough time. Yeah, it could be enough time. But if it's going to swing back down here again, guys, then it's correcting this whole cycle. Okay. So you just have to wait and see how that one's going to play out. Let's see. Link. I've gone over Link. Let's see. What's another one here? Nakamoto Games. Nakamoto Games, in my opinion, is strong. You can see it's like hard coin, almost the wave. It's in this section. You can see the 9 to 21 and the 40 period moving average. It looks like it wants to make a move. Like I wouldn't be surprised if you see something like this. Here's the 40 period moving average been in this section, maybe back down over here like this. Got to make a bull flag, and then boom, something like that, guys, is what I would be expecting Nakamoto Games to do. Very, very bullish. That's one of the most bullish gaming coins in my opinion, guys, right now. Not to say not to knock GALA. I think the potential upside is going to be more with Nakamoto Games. So you look at Nakamoto Games. Let me go to been looking at Tether. Everybody's talking about Tether. Nakamoto Games. The market cap on it last time, 18 million, guys. 18 million. So yeah, definitely 10x potential there. Oriya coin. Here's one somebody on Twitter made me aware of, and this move in here is the section you want to be paying attention to. As long as it maintains that low, you have a potential pretty nice setup, guys. You really, really do. Potentially, the 5-way swing back down 1-2, or is it going to be 1-2? Don't know yet. But the potential swing. Let's take a look at this. I'll keep the candle bodies out. Just a minor swing. There you go, 7x potential on a basic, just 1-to-1 swing, guys. So been paying attention to this. It ripped out of there. Still think quant is in this bottom zone area. So went up and swung back down, bounced out of there. So that's a good signal that could have been the bottom. And then I actually feel more comfortable with that. It came down really, really close to that demand zone. Didn't quite hit it. So it could have one more round, boom, and then get out of there again. So, but I think it's in the bottom area, guys. Shield Protocol is another one. This is like uber bullish, one of the most bullish coins on in crypto right now. Just looking at, just to look at it, this nice 5-way move. You can see the moving averages. They're all in order. This one, I really would like to see it correct this whole leg is what I'm kind of checking out. Maybe in this area and then come back down to that area, hit that gap would be a bottom zone right here. Really, really good signal there. Really, really good signal there. Good signal there. These will roll over a little bit, okay? But then it'll go back into that trend on those moving averages. So that's kind of what I'm looking at for Shield Protocol. And this one has a potential to rip. Let me see what's the market cap on this one. It's not even in there yet, only 24,000. So it's probably less than $1 million, possibly, guys. So you can see the potential upside on that one. Just be careful, that one, that's on a Binance smart chain, guys. And things have been going on with Binance. Vicoin, still in that 5th wave, probably, guys. Up there, just grinding it out. Hold on, that's 1 hour chart. Let me go to a daily. Probably up into a 5th wave, may have completed, grinding it out, come back down to 21 to 40. I'm thinking if it's going to be very, very bullish, it'll come to the 40, just come near there. That's a little bit too far. Just give you guys an idea right here. Probably come like right there in this area. Support area possibly, but don't be surprised to have a swing down there, but that's what I'd be checking out. I was kind of hoping for maybe another dip down to the 5 cents area. Would be really, really nice to load up. I'm have powder ready for this one. Very bullish on this coin. And I think it's going to perform really, really well. Go with the AI narrative, which I don't think is over. And you could see nice move here. It could do another move over there. Is it going to be a C wave, a 3rd wave? Remains to be seen, but the gains could be substantial. The other advantage this has, let you guys know that this is a registered security in Europe. Velo coin is still hanging out in that area. Like I said, a previous video, it's a coin. It doesn't do anything fantastical, or it's just another cryptocurrency. But the gain from here to here and then up to that resistance is massive, guys. So still pondering that one right there, guys. But I can't ponder too long because this could happen quick. As an example, Veracity coin's a one that's been around for a little while. You want to zoom out on this one, take a look at the monthly chart, and this is a nice looking coin, guys. That increase in interest in this coin in this section, and then another swing up. I'm thinking this up to 0.018 is going to be resistance up there, and from that point to that point is a little bit of a move. Gets above there, like Ethereum, and then you're looking at resistance here, and then it does have target. I have targets up in that area, guys, for a coin like this. So the last time it ripped off a 455% move. So if these monthly candle bodies happen to be anywhere near the size or just a little bit more, it could be a real smoke show over there, guys. So that's pretty much about it. Let me go over UFO gaming. UFO gaming, still holding on that bottom. This one, it's just going to have to wait for the gaming sector to go bullish, guys. But as long as it hangs that low, it's fine. Up into a wave, massive wave right there, guys. This massive wave, just like so. Monthly chart back down. Why is no volume on here for me right now? Let me check this out. Oh, it's on the crypto. Let me check this volume right here. Massive volume candle in that area. So yeah, I would say it's either going to be ABC or 1, 2, and then off for a 3. And then over here, this is not the whole chart. This was this massive wave 1 all the way up there. This is the bottom of the wave 2. As long as it maintains that low, and that could be another 1, 2, and that, or it's ABC. If this is ABC, then it's a massive connector wave, and then that thing is going to be going like that for a long time. You know, this will be your exit. Anyhow, you should be exiting out. If something gets above this high to the to this zone, in my opinion, that area, I would exit out on that coin. That's what I plan on doing, guys. If it happens to make it up there, it can rip up there. It already filled that fair value gap right there, guys, on the monthly chart. It went right up, filled that, boom. You can barely see it. It came back down. And then the next one will be this one, in my opinion. Once the cryptocurrency market goes bullish, if it perhaps goes bullish, which I think there's going to be another bullish run. If you take a look at Bitcoin, this chart over here, guys, like over here, I think the worst case scenario is it's going to go sideways for a long time too, guys. That can happen. So in this section here, whether it ends here, it's going to come back and swing back around. Once it's finished in this section, depending on how long this correction is going to play out, in my opinion, at a minimum, you're going to have a swing up over there. So with Bitcoin. Also have to see how the Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency is going to do when the TradFi markets come up with a correction, especially the NASDAQ. Okay, with a correction, I don't think the correction is going to be too deep for the NASDAQ, even though it's going to seem like it is. But these moving averages are going up really, really strong, and I wouldn't be surprised if it just comes down and rests to the 21, which would be a very bullish signal for the NASDAQ. So you can see down here on this move, right? It came to the 21, got back out of there, right along above the 9-period moving average, is the faster moving average, come back down to that 20, wherever this thing's going to end, probably fill that gap right there, and then it could get off to go up and fill this one. What I would think could possibly happen with the NASDAQ, guys. I don't think it's the bears waiting for this are, in my opinion, right now living in a pipe dream. Right now, the signals are not pointing to it doing that. So that's just how I say it. They're living in a pipe dream right now. You know, they're going with a fundamental everything that's going on with interest rates and everything that's going on in the economy. They're using that. Like, I listened to them. They're using that narrative that it has to do that. But the markets are not the economy, and the economy are not the markets. So sometimes that's in error. Just like the whole narrative, if you think about this before, guys, right? Over here, right? When it was doing this, interest rates were going up. Interest rates are still going up, though they paused. Okay. Remember the narrative that there's no way that this could happen while interest rates are going up. I said that's not true. And you can see what happened. Now, the new narrative, I'm going to make a guess what's going to be coming out is that they paused. Now that they've paused, okay, and they're saying that they're going to do 2 more rate hikes, they're going to say that's not true. They said that last time, and they're actually going to do a pivot, and then this will come crashing down, will be the new narrative. But I don't think so. I think the Fed is looking to keep interest rates up where they are. Okay. So you have to consider that too in your analysis. Okay. So if they do pivot, it could bring it crashing down. But if they stay up there, then the NASDAQ will just continue on its trend. So, okay. That's the issue with putting the economic narrative into your charts. So you have to, okay, if this happens, that can happen. If this happens, that can happen with what the Fed is doing, if that makes sense a little bit. So, all right, guys, anyhow, I try to make this short and sweet, let you know what's going on. And everything's okay. I know the videos are out that everybody's bullish on Bitcoin and maybe the correction's over. I just say it's a little bit of patience, a little bit of patient waiting game. And then I think the key right now, or the clue, will be with Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. Let's see what it is going to do and find out if that's going to be a counter trend rally to swing back down, or if it's finished. And if it's finished, it's extremely bullish. It didn't even hit that 40 period moving average, guys. That's like really, really bullish. Okay. Very, very bullish if it is. And I do have an algo signal saying that it is going to clear that 200-week moving average on GBTC. I don't have a time frame on that, but it's suggesting that it wants to target that 200 period moving average. And it conveniently happens to be also too, right above that 200 period moving average is a gap right there. Okay. And on the weekly would be a sort of inverse head and shoulders. And if you take your target, so I would say it would be like right here. So somewhat about like that. And if you take this, and let's say it finishes up in that area, you can see that's kind of the target too for that area. So maybe if GBTC is going to make an 80% run potentially in the future, then probably Bitcoin is going to do a 60% run. Let's check it out. Because it won't be as strong. Somewhere from that area, 60% is 38K. Just to give you guys an idea what I'm looking at. So, anyhow, I just want to give you guys that update, put something together for you. A lot of selling was going on. A lot of people turned bearish on Bitcoin. And let me clean up some of these fair value gaps for you. And a lot of people, started turning bearish, which should be expected. And the fear and greed went down to like 41, I think, which is good. But just remember, this could be going on too. One of these just one more time. So, and then you get more selling, and that's probably what you want. I think it would be better to see something like that, because I think the move over here would be a lot better as long as it's not going up like that. So I think that would be a lot better for Bitcoin. So I'm still looking at potential targets of the 22 to 23K for Bitcoin, guys. So you can't rule that out right now. Anyhow, that's the end of my video. If you made it all the way to the end, do me a huge favor, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Peace.